to each and every one of you, the Tourism Management students. Welcome to our class, Accommodation, Operations, and Management. So for today's lesson video, we are going to talk about tourist accommodation. This will be our second topic this preliminary term in TM Elective 4. So let's proceed. So it says here that traveling is one of the most favorite hobbies of people around the world. Every single person has an idea where he beholds a certain tourist attraction in a unique way. Whatever is the purpose of travel, if it is for business or leisure, each and every traveler hopes for a comfortable stay at any of the options of tourist accommodations available. So I think nowadays, because we are in a, let's say, 21st century, and we are now modernized and globalized, I think a lot of people really wants to travel, given the fact that we are earning due to our job, due to our part-time jobs, or due to our career. So I think that if we have a certain opportunity, or let's say if we are gifted, I think we really want to travel. We want to explore the world because that's one of our dreams. To explore the world, to see what this world can offer, what those countries can offer you. So traveling is one of our hobbies. But unfortunately, for some people, they weren't able to travel because of the, let's say, circumstances such as they are lacking of income, they lack of disposable income, they have a lot of expenses, or let's say they can travel because of their condition, like for example, they have an illness, they have a disease. But then again, a lot of tourists find their own way to travel in a particular tourist attraction. And of course, if it is a travel for business or for leisure. And as we travel, we want to find a comfortable stay. We want to find a comfortable tourist attraction. So in finding a comfortable stay or an accommodation, of course, we have to consider a lot of things depending on the preferences of tourists. Like for example, if they prefer an accommodation that is near the nature, so they can visit mga resorts, mga lodges, or they can even go to the campgrounds where this type of accommodation offers tents, diba? Yung malapit ka sa nature. Or if they want to visit a particular hotel that is near the airport, there are airport hotels. So it really depends upon the preferences or the choices of the tourists. The various options of accommodation which are available throughout the world offer the best of services coupled with warm hospitality or maybe reflecting the true culture of one's country. There are hotel chains which provide excellent services and hospitality to guests. So as we go along the way, as we continue this lesson, we will encounter a lot of hotels that is being categorized by their services. So let's say, for example, there are hotels who are 5-star hotels, first-class hotels, luxury hotels. There are hotels or there are accommodations that are being held or categorized as luxury hotels, economy hotels. So we will further discuss that. So for instance, in the capital of city of Delhi, one can avail of the Intercontinental Aeros and the Imperial. So these are the 5-star hotels which are absolute delights for the tourists. So as mentioned a while ago, these 5-star hotels, they have luxurious amenities, they have luxurious facilities, and they offer the best services they can give to the tourists. So this Intercontinental Aeros is a luxury hotel in Delhi. So it is a city in India. So they cater to a lot of travelers across the world. So they are catering for business travelers and leisure travelers. So they are known to have 218 guest rooms and suites, and all well furnished with beautiful decor and expensive linens. So according to their website, they provide a perfect blend of comfort and luxury coupled with excellent services, amenities, and hospitality. So that is Intercontinental Aeros Hotel. So as you can see in the picture, Yan yung kanyang architectural design. And as we go along the way, we will further discuss a lot of hotels depending on their categories. So the next one is the Kolkata. So Kolkata houses some of the leading 4-star hotels, namely the Kenilworth, the Lytton, and the Peerless Inn. So si Kenilworth Kolkata is one of the famous hotel also in India. It is located in the heart of the city, and Kenilworth Hotel provides a new dimension of luxury with just the right ingredients for a perfect stay. So they are commonly offering yung mga lavish accommodation. When we say lavish, these are the luxurious accommodation, plush dining, revitalizing spa and salon, and a lot of services. So si Kenilworth is also located in India, and they are considered as a 4-star hotel. So the next one is the Lytton. Ayan, Lytton Hotel. So it is also located in India, and it is a hotel that is inviting more than ever. It is set up in the heart of Kolkata on Sadar Street. So the Lytton Hotel is a classy hotel which is close to a multitude of shopping centers and tourist destination. So dahil sila is malapit lang sa city, of course they are near. Malapit sila sa mga shopping centers, malapit sila sa commercial area, na wherein a lot of people can see their hotels. So dito, they are also offering a state-of-the-art business facilities, of course, for the business travelers, the comfort of central air conditioning, and personalized services. So most likely, they're offering single room, double room, and suite room. And they also have 3 classy restaurants inside the Lytton Hotel. So the next one is the Peerless Inn. So the Peerless Inn is one of the hotel or group of hotels in India that devotes themselves in creating and enduring relationships with guests and members. So isa sila sa mga group of hotels na kilala sa India, and one of their goal is to provide a high personalized services to their guests. So syempre, by creating an elegant atmosphere and warmth of comfort. So all throughout the years na nag-ooperate sila, they want to be consistent sa pagbibigay ng luxury accommodation and of course, ng high quality services sa kanilang mga guests. So sinasabi dito that the Peerless Group of Hotels is the perfect place where business meets within luxury. So rated among the top luxurious and business hotels, the group provides all of its guests exquisite cuisine, variety of restaurants, and of course a superior room, multi-gymnasium, and a 24/7 from any department during their stay. So one of their mantra or one of their tagline is to create a wow factor. Ayan. So if you want to visit their website, makikita nyo doon na isa sa mga aim nila is to have that wow factor sa kanilang mga guests. So that is the Peerless Inn, also located in Kolkata, India. So the next one is the 3-star hotels. A hunt for 3-star hotels in the city of Chennai would lead to Hotel Shelter, Residency Towers, and Raha Park Inn. So dito sa sinasabi nating city of Chennai, it is basically the capital of Indian state. So dito meron ding mga 3-star hotels na kung saan kilala din sa mga tourists, and of course when we say 3-star hotels, these are actually budget hotels. So ito is affordable hotels. They also comfort decent accommodation, and of course some of these hotels also offer a luxury amenities and facilities. So we have here yung tinatawag natin na Hotel Shelter. So according to their sites, they welcome a lot of number of entertainers, a lot of guests, and shopping and tourist destinations are near the hotel. So it is a 3-star hotel wherein you can experience all about enterprise and entertainment right in the city of Chennai. So dito makikita natin meron silang 24-hour concierge services, And sinasabi nila that hotel shelter is a sure home away from home. We view our guests as a part of the family, enjoy best experiences with us. So dito sa hotel shelter, you are near sa mga cultural sites sa city of Chennai. So the next one is we have the Residency Towers. So sa second picture, ito si Residency Towers. So Residency Towers, according to their website, we are a hotel brand providing genuinely warm, caring, consistent, and cultured hospitality for the evolving guests. From the airport pick-up to departure and every moment in between, we are proud to deliver an authentic hospitality experience. So the philosophy of their hotel or their hospitality is they ensure that tradition meets tomorrow to deliver memorable experiences. So sabi nila sa kanilang website, we are caring, anticipating, inspiring, and evolving. So yun naman ang kanilang mantra na tinatawag. So si Residency Towers is also inspired by the heritage of South India. Located din po siya sa city or heart of Chennai, and it is approximately 30 minutes drive from the railway station and 45 minutes away from the airport. We also have 174 appointed rooms. May mga dining experiences din, mga restaurants, and leisure facilities. So the third one is the Raha Park Inn or the Raha Regent Hotel. So it is also located in the city of Chennai. They have 91 rooms. So in that 91 rooms, they have 62 superior rooms, 23 executive rooms, and 6 suite rooms. They also have their restaurant. So isa sa mga restaurant nila is the Lobby Cafe. They offer multi-cuisine restaurant. The Orient Blossom. Ayan, meron din silang ganon. Joffrey's Pub and the Aura. So yung the Aura is one of their bar inside the hotel. Of course, they have a great interior design, and most likely may mga awards din silang nakukuha. They serve as the Sarovar Park Plaza Hotel of the Year. So na-recognize din sila, and they have 6 floors inside the hotel. So since 1997, nag-ooperate na sila, and of course, it is located in the city of Chennai. So, accessible sa lahat ng mga tourists. So, those are the examples of 3-star hotels in India, particularly in the city of Chennai. So, it says here that hospitality is defined as the friendly reception and treatment of strangers. For most people, hospitality means entertaining guests with courtesy and warmth. Hospitality is also an industry made up of the businesses that provide lodging, food, and other services to travelers. So during your first year, until now, we are continuously explaining what hospitality is. So hospitality refers to an attitude na wherein you are ready to accommodate, you are ready to entertain the guests, kahit anong nationality pa sila, kahit ano pa yung race nila, kahit saang country pa sila galing. So, kahit anong type of guest pa sila, we need to accommodate them, of course. Warm welcome. We need to be friendly with them. We need to anticipate their needs. And of course, we need to be, we need to give the best services we can give sa kanila. Because after all, sila yung ating best assets, sila din yung ating best resources. Para na sa ganun, di ba? Maka-earn tayo ng income, maka-earn tayo ng revenue, and later on, 'di ba, mabigay natin yung services na nararapat para sa ating mga guests. So aside from the attitude, friendliness na kasama sa hospitality term, hospitality is also considered as an industry, 'di ba? So lahat ng mga businesses, lahat ng mga establishments na nagpo-provide ng lodging, ng food and other services to travelers, ang tawag din sa kanya is hospitality. So the main components of this industry are hotels, motels, inns, and resorts, and also yung mga restaurants. So hospitality industry might refer to any group engaged in tourism, entertainment, transportation, or lodging, including cruise lines, airlines, railways, car rental companies, and tour operators. That is why hospitality and tourism industry are combined together for them to operate and for them to have a common goal, and that is to accommodate tourists wherever they are also. And of course, syempre, you cannot separate the two industry. Hindi pwedeng meron tayong mga tourist destination pero wala silang lodging na pupuntahan. Hindi pwedeng may hotel pero wala silang food na maipoprovide. So those two industries have a great impact sa ating bansa, especially to the economy of the country. So next one, however, the two main segments are the lodging industry, also called as the hotel industry, and the food and beverage industry, also called as restaurant industry. So sa left picture, as you can see, it is a big establishment. It is a big building, which is ito yung mga tinatawag nating mga hotels. And on the right side, these are the restaurant industry. So, as you can see, both of them are thriving, but due to the circumstances or uncertainty such as the pandemic, we weren't able to exert, diba, our best effort para nang sa ganun is ma-accommodate natin lahat ng mga ating turista or guests. So, we are still implementing limited capacity sa ating mga establishments and still practicing the protocol implemented by the IATF. So now, what are the various types of accommodation? Of course, a lot of times we've mentioned hotels, motels, inns. We've also mentioned pension houses. What else? We've also mentioned mga resorts, mga lodges, airport hotels. Now let us remind again ourselves, what are the various types of accommodation that we can offer to our clients or to our tourists? So the first one is the 5-star deluxe hotel. So most likely there is a misunderstanding, or let's say merong tayong pagkakalito with regards to the 5-star and the 5-star deluxe hotels. So they're both different with one another with regards to the amenities and facilities and the services that they're being offered sa dalawa na binanggit ni ma'am. So a 5-star hotel is a hotel that provides a luxury service through all its means of operation. So luxury, ibig sabihin, nandun na tayo sa tinatawag na high degree. Ayan, di ba? So as you can see in the description, these hotels offer only the highest level of accommodation and services. They also offer a high degree of personal service. They also offer an elegant intimacy that cannot be achieved in the larger setting. And usually these hotels can vary from exclusive location. It's either to a suburban area or to the heart of downtown. So si 5-star deluxe hotel, but basically si 5-star deluxe hotel, ito yung parang intimate, ito yung parang lahat ng services na ibibigay sa'yo ng hotel is exclusive for you. So the number of 5-star hotel deluxe, or the number of 5-star deluxe hotels rather, is small. So kakaunti lang yung mga 5-star deluxe hotels. But this can allow you to experience their discreet yet opulent decoration, personal swimming pools, you have a personal butler, diba? You can have your private check-in. Usually, ito yung may mga jacuzzi suites inside the room. And of course, they allow you to experience yung mga bagay na hindi mo pa na-experience sa ibang mga hotels. And usually, they are created when the need was felt for categorizing hotels. They possess qualities and facilities that exceed the already spectacular 5-star properties. So, si 5-star deluxe hotel, mas hinihigitan pa niya yung expectation natin sa isang 5-star hotels. We have here an example of the 5-star deluxe hotels that we can find here in the Philippines. We have the Conrad Manila. It is located at the Seaside Boulevard corner Coral Way Mall of Asia Complex, Pasay, Manila, Philippines. And then we also have the Shangri-La at the Fort Manila. So as you can see, based on the architectural design of the hotel, diba? And as you can see also sa mga features, sa mga Instagram stories ng mga sikat na artista, you can see that they are visiting this kind of hotel. Because these hotels really offer a luxurious, an elegant, or an intimate experience na wherein you will feel the exclusivity pag nag-check-in ka sa ganitong klaseng hotels. So the next one is the first-class hotels. So, kung na-mention natin si 5-star deluxe, meron din namang first-class hotels. So, typically, these hotels offer more spacious accommodation. Ayan. So, it includes well-appointed rooms and decorated lobbies. Bellhop service is usually not available. The hotels usually feature medium-sized restaurants that typically offer service breakfast through dinner. They also have room service availability. Ayan. It may vary, but there are also valet parking, fitness center, and pools are often provided. So, dito kay first-class hotels, it is also quite the same sa nabanggit natin, pero may mga konting limitations, may mga konting differences lang din. So, for example, si first-class hotels, they have the reception area open for 18 hours. Unlike sa mga first-class hotel or unlike sa mga 5-star or 5-star deluxe hotels, the reception area is available 24/7. They also have here yung mga breakfast buffet. They also have their mini bar. They also have yung mga a la carte restaurant. There's still an internet access within the establishment. May mga mini bar din. May mga couch and side table din that you can find inside the room. So what are the example of first-class hotels? So we have here the Trident Hotels in India. So Trident Hotels is basically a chain hotel. Okay? So they fall under the aegis of Oberoi Group. So si Oberoi Group is or has a presence in 7 countries under the luxury Oberoi and 5-star Trident brand. So, itong group na to, or yung group of hotels na to, they're operating 32 hotels. Okay? So, remember, they're offering 32 hotels, and the group is also engaged in flight catering, airport restaurants. They also have travel and tour services. Meron din silang mga car rentals, and of course, they also offering yung mga project management. So, si Trident Hotel, it is also considered as a 5-star hotel. Okay? So, they have been known as one of the hotels na talagang they establish their reputation based on the excellence of the service that they are providing. And of course, itong hotels na to is meron din silang ino-offer na mga state-of-the-art facilities. So when we say state-of-the-art facilities, ito yung mga facilities na makabago, 'di ba? Yung nakakasunod sa trend ng mga facilities. Ito yung mga usually yung mga na-experience natin ngayon na mga facilities, mga ginagamit natin na facilities. And of course, sinasabi dito that the Trident Hotel is also one of the luxurious hotel in India. Okay. And we also have the Hilton Hotels. Ayan, Hilton Hotels is also a chain or a hotel chain na kung saan sa iba't ibang bansa is meron din tayong Hilton Hotels. The next one is the non-star hotel. So when we say non-star hotel, ito yung mga hotel na they do not come under classified categories. And usually, ito yung mga small hotels and they are budget-friendly. Yan. According to their budget, you can even decide kung anong klaseng hotel or kung anong klaseng accommodation yung gusto mong i-book. So such kind of non-star hotels are available in abundance near pilgrimages, hill station, and beaches. So usually, ito yung mga affordable accommodation. Like for example, mga transient, mga motels, mga inns. So usually, they are being categorized as a non-star hotels. They are still offering accommodation, pero mas malelesen yung pinoprovide natin ng mga amenities and facilities. Not unlike dun sa 5-star deluxe and first class na talaga namang yung mga services, yung mga amenities and facilities is talaga namang nakakasunod sa trend. So dito kay non-star hotels, ito yung budget-friendly, simple lang yung accommodation, but they can still offer you services depende sa pinoprovide ng mismong lodging establishment. The next one is the resorts and lodges. So sometimes some tourists want to visit destination which are considered offbeat. So kung naaalala ninyo before, nung second year pa kayo, we've discussed a lot of types of tourists. And one of the types of tourists is yung tinatawag natin na offbeat tourists. So si offbeat tourists, sila yung mga klase ng tourists na they want to get away from the crowd. They want to get away from the city. They want to experience a vacation na hindi siya normal or hindi siya typical. So most likely, itong mga offbeat tourists na to, they want to be engaged sa nature, they want to visit itong mga bagong destinations na never seen before or mga bagong destination na kailan lang nakilala ng mga tao. So, in some countries, tourism enjoys economic dependence to a great extent. Therefore, an accommodation can be found in cities and just outside the cities. So as you can see in the picture, that is one of the example ng itsura ng mga resorts. And of course, pag sinabing resorts, malapit ka talaga sa nature. Malapit ka sa mga beaches. Malapit ka sa mga wildlife, 'di ba? So, a lot of people, they want to go sa mga resorts because they feel na nakakahinga sila, 'di ba? May fresh air, nakakakita tayo ng magagandang scenery, and at the same time, nagkakaroon tayo ng break away from the city. So, we also have lodges. So, ano ba yung lodges na sinasabi natin o yung lodge na sinasabi? So, usually, these are the place na we can rent temporarily. And usually, itong mga lodges na to is merong may-ari. Okay? Usually, ito is mga rustic or let's say, yung kanyang mga design is rustic, medyo makaluma. And they're also near sa nature. Malapit din siya sa nature and malapit din siya sa mga beaches na wherein we can feel the exclusivity. Kasi pag nag-rent ka ng lodges, it's parang similar siya sa mga guest house. 'Di ba? Na talagang private para sa inyo lang o yung mga nare-rent ngayon ng mga villas na wherein sa isang accommodation, they only have 5 villas, 4 villas. So, nagkakaroon ng privacy yung mga tourists na gustong mag-check-in sa ganitong klase. So, example ng mga yan, yung mga bed and breakfast, yung mga cabins, 'di ba? Yung mga cottages, na usually limited people lang or limited tourists lang yung nakakapunta. And we also have yung tented camps. So a type which is growing quite popular around the world is the tented camp variety. This involves low investment comparatively, and they are very ecological, very friendly, as they do not cause harm to the environment. So bakit siya sinabing low investment? Kasi 'di ba kung meron kang let's say, kung malapit ka sa mga resorts, malapit ka sa beach, and you want to put up your own business, 'di ba? Bili ka lang ng mga tents, ayusin mo lang yung place mo, 'di ba? At isa-set up mo lang siya. Kaya lang itong klase ng accommodation na to is seasonal. Of course, alam naman natin na kapag rainy season na, kapag ayan na yung bagyo, tag-ulan na, so medyo hindi okay na mag-check-in tayo or hindi okay na mag-avail tayo ng ganitong klaseng accommodation. So usually it is seasonal. So maganda na ang tented camps or ang campgrounds kapag summer season. Kasi doon talaga natin mafe-feel na we are into the nature, that we are submerged and immersed in the nature. Kasi nga, syempre, di ba? Aside from nakamura ka na, di ba? Budget friendly, nakatulong ka din. Kasi usually ang tented camps is hindi naman siya, kumbaga hindi naman siya mahirap i-construct. Bibili ka lang ng tent, set up mo lang siya, and you will not cause any harm to the environment. Okay. So, as you can see in the picture, ayan, mga tented camps. So, there are some countries, for example, sa Africa, so usong-uso sa kanila yung mga tented camps. So, mafe-feel mo talaga yung vibe na malapit ka sa wildlife, sa mga giraffe, sa mga zebras, mga horses. So, mafe-feel nyo talaga yon when we go to South Africa, or even you can search it in the internet. So, ayan. The next one is the heritage hotels. So, tourists visiting any historical city are very fond of historical palaces. So, they dream of staying the same way the Rahas did in olden times. And by providing financial incentives to the owners of forts, palaces, and havelis, the tourism department encourages the owner to convert their properties into heritage hotels. So, ito naman, if you want to experience let's say, the history or the culture of a particular country, particular place, we can book sa mga tinatawag nating heritage hotels. So, yung nabanggit siya na term na havelis or haveli, it is known as a traditional townhouse or mansion. And usually, maraming havelis sa India. Okay? Siyempre, it is also considered as a type of accommodation na wherein you are being into the history. Nare-remind ka about sa history ng particular area na yon. Nare-recall mo kung ano ba yung nangyari in that area. And of course, you will experience yung vibe ng unang panahon or ng mga nakalipas na panahon. So, in that case, tourism department, so in-encourage nila yung mga business owner na yan, mga hotel owners na they can convert their properties into heritage hotel. So, ayan, as we can see, Hotel Intramuros, ayan, dito sa Philippines. And yung famous na Las Casas Acuzar, if I'm not mistaken. So, Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar. So, it is located in Bataan. So, as you can see in the picture, you will feel na parang mapupunta ka sa sinaunang panahon. Mafe-feel mo talaga yung pagka-vintage ng mga designs, yung decoration inside the room. And sometimes, a lot of people want this kind of accommodation. Next one is the guest houses. So, the guest house is to be found in cities, towns, and even in remote destination. Usually, those who use this kind of facility are the ones who travel on their own, spend relatively longer periods in that place to get to know the culture, and also keep in mind their budget. So, these guest houses are usually run by families who may be the owners. So, pag sinabi natin guest house, ito usually yung mga type na accommodation na yes, matatagpuan natin siya sa syudad, but most likely, itong mga guest houses na to, it can be found in remote destinations. Medyo malalayo. Kaya nga sinasabi dyan, di ba, yung mga klase ng turista na gustong mag-visit ng mga guest houses, sila yung mga klase ng turista na they can travel for a long period of time. So, medyo mahaba-haba yung pagta-travel, like 5 hours travel, 6 hours travel, or even longer travel period. And at the same time, dahil mahaba yung kanilang pagta-travel, yung in-spend nila na time, of course, they want to stay in that guest house na matagal din. Usually, they will stay for 3 days and 2 nights, 1 week, di ba? And of course, kapag nagstay ka sa guest house, ando na lahat, di ba? Meron ng amenities, may facilities ka na matatagpuan, magagamit. Kompleto na lahat. You have your own kitchen, you have your own living room, and of course, there are lots of guest room na pwede. So, you can travel as a family or by your friends. And usually, itong mga guest houses na to, they're owned by a particular people. Usually, pagmamay-ari siya ng isang pamilya na habang wala sila dito sa lugar na to, or let's say, nag-migrate na sila sa ibang bansa, pinaparentahan nila yung lugar. So, you can see it, normally you can see guest houses sa Airbnb. If you have that kind of application, makikita nyo, ano yung mga guest houses, mga villas na pinaparent nitong mga families na to. Ayan, so as you can see, ganyan yung itsura ng guest house. Ibig sabihin, sakop nyo yung area. Kumbaga, kung kayo is marami sa pamilya, so mas wise, 'di ba? Mas wise na mag-rent tayo ng mga guest house para na sa ganun private, 'di ba? Tayo-tayo lang yung nandoon sa loob mismo ng lodging accommodation na to. Tayo-tayo lang yung makaka-experience. Kumbaga exclusive for us. So syempre, kapag nag-rent ka ng mga guest houses, normally talagang medyo mahal din siya. Depende, 'di ba? Depende sa type ng guest house. Kung yan naman is, let's say, meron siyang 5 guest room or 10 guest room, talagang pangmalakihan, they have their own swimming pools, mga iba't ibang mga facilities and amenities, of course, the price can range from 100, di ba? 100,000 or iba naman is thousands yung presyo. Now, aside from the mentioned types of accommodation, meron din namang mga alternative, 'di ba? When we say alternative, ito yung mga substitute accommodation na pwede din nating i-book or i-avail. So sinasabi diyan, guest houses. These are the whole ranges of accommodation such as a small boarding houses which are converted into called guest houses, the YMCA and the YWCA facilities. And these lodges are being managed by the Tourism Department and Tourist Camp. So, kung naririnig nyo na before, yung YMCA na tinatawag, so YMCA stands for the so-called, ayan. So, usually, YMCA is a community-focused non-profit organization or association. Non-profit, ibig sabihin, itong type ng organization na to, hindi nila aim ang kumita ng pera. And most likely, they are being built for recreational programs and services, kahit ano pa yung edad mo. So, some of this may be termed as an organized sector of the hospitality industry. Kasi si YMCA or itong mga tinatawag natin na mga small boarding houses, ito yung pwedeng puntahan ng mga turista. Okay? Ito yung pwedeng puntahan ng mga tao na they can have their own accommodation temporarily. So, another information about YMCA, so it stands for Young Men's Christian Association. And one of their aim is, of course, to put Christian principles into practice by developing a healthy body, mind, and spirit. So, isa silang non-profit or non-governmental federation. And usually, itong organization na to, it can be found in a lot of areas or in a lot of countries in the world. So, ayan. So, as you can see, si YMCA, they're offering small boarding houses. Of course, they're very close near the city. And of course, we have also a Capsule Hotels. So, ito na ngayon yung latest trend pagdating sa hotel industry. Yung tinatawag nating Capsule Hotel. So, it could be described as the newest innovation in the budget hotel market. So, the first of its kind was opened in Osaka in Japan in the year 1979 and as a spin-off of the 1970s fashion in Japanese architecture for capsules. So, ano po ba ma'am yung itsura ng Capsule Hotel? So, ayan. As you can see in the picture, Rooms in a capsule hotel generally are lined up in a double-decker fashion along a central aisle as in a sleeping compartment of a train. So makikita nyo dyan, para kayong nasa isang box and you have a small bed size room. So makikita ninyo per box or per capsule, there is a small size bed rooms. So kung gusto niyo maka-experience nito, we can go to Japan, 'di ba? Who knows, 'di ba? Sometimes or some other time we can travel dito sa Japan and we can experience such kind of accommodation. So, these capsule hotels are one of the best accommodation that Japan can offer sa kanilang mga guests. And they're usually found around major train stations in large cities and target individuals looking for a low budget. So, single nights stay. So, ibig sabihin, if you want a low budget kind of accommodation, you can book these capsule hotels. So, they provide their guests with a private, enclosed beds and basic amenities for less money than a regular or business hotels. And usually, itong capsule hotels, you can find it in Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. Okay? So, that's capsule hotels. The next one is the airport hotel. So, as the name suggests, airport hotels are located near the airports, primarily to cater the needs of transit passengers, airport crew, as also passengers of delayed or canceled flights. So these hotels are designed to offer comfort and convenience to the air travelers. So from the word itself, airport hotel, so these are the kind of hotels located near the airport. So kung ikaw is aalis ng bansa and dito ka pa manggagaling sa Cabanatuan, maybe you can check in sa Marriott Hotel, di ba? Na malapit lang sa airport. So this picture above is located in Mabalacat, Clark. Okay, Pampanga. Ayan. So the Marriott Hotel. And we also have here another example of hotel. So sila po is malapit lang sa airport. So kung meron kang flight, kung makancel yung flight mo, you can book sa mga ganitong klaseng hotels. So, designed to offer comfort and convenience para sa mga passengers or travelers na pupunta sa iba't ibang bansa. So, these units may be classified and structured under the following categories. So, under the development and growth. So, we have the primary accommodation units, the secondary accommodation units, and the tertiary or intermediary accommodation units. Based on the first slide being discussed in our topic, that traveling is one of the hobbies of the people, and since traveling has been a way of life sa ating lahat, nagkaroon ng development and growth pagdating sa transportation, pagdating sa technology, pagdating sa mga infrastructure, and pagdating din sa type of accommodation na pwedeng i-avail ng mga turista. That is why the primary, the secondary, and the intermediary accommodation units exist. So what are the examples of this type of accommodation units? So as you can see in the figure, we have here the primary accommodation which falls under the hotels and motels. So, lahat ng klase ng hotel, lahat ng klase ng motel is considered in the primary accommodation. So, kumbaga, when we say primary kasi, ito yung basic accommodation that we can avail or the basic accommodation that we can find eventually as a tourist. And of course, sa secondary accommodation, dito na nakapaloob yung mga lodges, mga bungalows, mga campgrounds, what else? Yung mga tents, yung mga yate. Okay? So, dito naman sa secondary accommodation, kung mapapansin natin, these are the type of accommodation na may particular na tao ang nagmamay-ari. It is run by families, it is run by an individual, na kung saan ipinaparent nila ito sa mga tourists while they are away from a country or from their place of residence. And of course, we also have here the intermediary accommodation. Example niyan is the Eurotel o yung mga apartment hotel. It is being said as intermediary because as we all know, di ba, yung mga apartment hotels na to, it can be considered as a residential hotel also. Na we can find a place na kung saan pwede tayo magstay for even a year. Pwede natin i-rent yung place for a year. Meron na siyang living area, may dining area na siya, may bedroom. So, it's like living in a different kind of setup. Pero, ang kanyang pinaka-unit pa din is apartment hotel or yung tinatawag natin na apartel. Okay, so next slide. So, we also have some principal considerations. Of course, if we are going to build our own accommodation, if we are going to put up our own business, meron din tayong mga kailangan na i-consider. So, the business of promoting tourist accommodation is a very complex affair which requires tourism professionals to be aware of the several factors. So, ano yung mga factors na dapat natin na i-consider? The guest culture relations, the environmental considerations, and the leisure activity. So, if we are going to put up or promote a particular tourist accommodation, we must first consider the culture. Diba? We have to consider yung ating way, kung paano ba natin ma-showcase yung culture ng isang area na to. That is why, di ba, yung mga heritage hotels, they are more of history, they are more of putting some decorations, their design, their architectural design is related sa history ng lugar na yon. So, we have to consider it. And of course, as we consider the culture of a particular area, we also have to consider the culture of our guests. Kasi that is very important. Ano ba yung aim ng accommodation or ng business mo? Ang aim ba nun is to accept, diba? To entertain a lot of guests from different or from various cultures around the world, regardless of their race, regardless of their physical appearance, regardless of their nationality, and of course, the environmental consideration. As we put up tourist accommodation, we have to bear in mind that we are putting this accommodation not just to earn money, but also to help the environment. That is why, kapag tayo is nagtayo ng mga buildings, nagtayo ng mga hotels, ayaw sana natin na maagawan yung agricultural sector ng bansa. 'Di ba? Baka naman put up tayo ng put up ng mga hotels, pero 'di ba? Napakarami na nating puno na kinakat. Napakarami ng mga rural areas na nagiging transitioning na ng rural areas into urban. Kasi 'di ba, yun yung mga current issues na itong mga rural areas na to, itong mga let's say, mga agricultural areas na to is kino-convert into subdivision, kino-convert into commercial buildings, na wherein naapektuhan yung environment, at the same time yung local community na nakatira doon. So as we put up tourist accommodation, maapektuhan ba yung environment? Makakasama ba to sa environment given the fact that in a day-to-day operation, marami tayong mga waste, marami tayong mga basura na nakukuha. How are we going to have a proper waste management na hindi makakasira sa ating environment? So that is one of the considerations. And of course, the leisure activity. Ano ba yung mga activities na i-offer natin sa ating mga turista? Itong mga activities ba na to is eco-friendly? Ito bang mga activities na to is makakatulong sa nature? Baka naman mamaya makakasira pa sa nature, 'di ba? Itong activities ba na to is meron tayong maiko-contribute sa ating local government, makakatulong sa environment organizations? So we have to take it into consideration. So all of this consideration, of course, has an effect. And dahil may epekto siya, kailangan siyang i-handle ng maayos ng mga tourism and hospitality professionals. So, main consideration in tourist accommodation, so aside from the factors being mentioned a while ago, is the marketing, operation, and finance. So, as we go along the way, we will further discuss these factors. Who uses tourist accommodation? So, sino nga ba yung mga nag-a-avail? Sino ba yung mga nagbo-book para sa mga klase ng accommodation na to? Of course, we have the frequent individual traveler or the FIT, and sometimes or most of the time, we call it as a free individual or free independent traveler. So, si FIT is categorized as a kind of tourist who makes their own itineraries. Okay? So, sila yung gumagawa ng sarili nilang itinerary, of course, with the help of tour operator or travel agent if they prefer. And usually, they travel alone. And these are the types of guests who like a personalized treatment and do not like any package. That is why tinawag silang free independent traveler. So they create their own itineraries, they think of their own kind of attraction na pupuntahan nila. And usually kapag nag-check-in sila sa isang accommodation, mag-isa lang nila or may kasama sila pero kakaunti lang. Okay? And we also have the group inclusive travelers. Of course, from the word itself, they travel as a group. And normally, ang kabaligtaran niya sa FIT is they avail or they purchase yung mga package tours. And usually, they are 10 people and above. And they travel as a group. And of course, they go to a particular destination, avail the product as a group. That is why yung mga group-inclusive travelers na yan, they prefer to rent a shuttle, yung mga buses. Kasi di ba pag sa van, kaya lang naman niya is 10 to 12 person. So kung madami kayo, you can either avail mga coach, mga bus, mga shuttle, na kung saan mas madaming passengers or mas maraming tourists yung kayang i-accommodate. So marketing tourism as a management function. So, marketing is widely acknowledged as a vital prerequisite to communicating the product or service offering of businesses or suppliers to the market. So, as we all know, tourist destination or these hospitality establishments cannot be popular, they cannot be seen by the public without the help of marketing. That is why marketing is really important. Hindi natin siya pwedeng ialis sa lahat ng mga industry, sa lahat ng mga businesses na ipuput up natin. Because marketing serves as a focal point, di ba? It serves as a focal point na wherein if proper market segmentation is given, di ba? If proper market segmentation, if we know our target market, if we know the people that we are catering, most likely we can have an access to this kind of people. Ibig sabihin, kapag maganda yung marketing strategy natin, magkakaroon tayo ng access para makipag-communicate sa mga turista na to, diba? We can have an access for them to go sa ating lugar. So in that case, marketing or marketing tourism should also consider the 4 P's and the 7 P's of marketing. Hindi rin pwede siyang mawala. The product, the price, the place, the promotion, the people, diba? So, it should always be considered. So, marketing also serves as a process whereby individuals and groups obtain the type of products or goods they value. And these goods or services are created and exchanged through a process. That is why it requires a detailed understanding of your consumers, of your guests. You have to know what are their desires of the guests. You want to know their wants, their needs, para na sa ganun, ma-deliver mo yung mga gusto nila in a effective and an efficient way. So, that is why marketing tourism is really hard because sabi nga natin, hindi naman natin siya pwedeng dalhin sa turista. Diba? Kung napag-aralan natin yan before, you cannot bring the tourist destination to your client. Rather than your client should go in that area for them to experience the services, the products we are offering. So above everything else, this type of accommodation, these various types of accommodation, the meaning of this accommodation, all lies on how are we going to market our tourism sector and of course our hospitality sector. So that's the end of our presentation. If ever you missed some points in our lesson video, feel free to rewind it, replay it in our YouTube channel. And of course, thank you so much for listening and have a nice day.